Um, wow. I would say better late than never, but I don't think that applies here. A 1 year, $19.5 million deal. He pretty much just robbed the bank. He ran off with the plug twice. And this is the biggest thing, because I've been seeing it all across the internet for like the last 24 to 48 hours, is Steelers Nation is divided. I would say, you know what, matter of fact, I wouldn't say they're divided. I would say 20% are on board, 80% are like, you got to be kidding me. They're not with this Aaron Rodgers signing. Me personally, I didn't care one way or the other, but I'm like, at this point, hey, whatever. We got a 40-something-year-old veteran, we got a rookie, and then we have a glorified backup. What could go wrong? Now, there's two big concerns here. The first biggest concern is the obvious one is, well, are we going to get one last flash of, prime MVP Aaron Rodgers? Are we going to get one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time? I'm going to say no. I think we're going to get a shell of his former self. I think we're going to get old man Rodgers. We are not going to get the same production out of him as we've seen in past years. I mean, he's 41 years old. It's different between being 41 years old and 41 years old with injuries. Separated shoulder. He blew out his Achilles a couple of years ago, and other nagging injuries that's compiled along the years. And the other main concern is he going to be able to get along with Mike Tomlin? Will they be able to coexist with how the Steelers offense should be run? I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. It ain't looking good, because we all know that Aaron Rodgers has a reputation for being, hard to work with, for him being a diva and how the offense should be run. He wants to be, in the driver's seat. Is Mike Tomlin going to let that happen? I mean, to be honest, this might be somewhat of a hot take, but I think that Mike Tomlin should just be in charge of the Steelers defense only, and then let the OC and Aaron Rodgers work behind that O-line. And this is a what have you done for me lately kind of league, because a lot of the sports analysts and social media, they're going crazy with, oh, well, look at all of Aaron Rodgers' past stats and accomplishments and the MVP awards, and he should have won such and such Super Bowl, yada, yada, yada. But it's 2025. As much as I hate to say it, nobody cares. I mean, he already etched his name in quarterback history, but, I mean, it really is how you can produce on the field today. And I've said it once and I'll say it again. I think this is a ploy to force Mike Tomlin's hand, because a lot of people want Mike Tomlin out of Pittsburgh. And I think that if we make the playoffs and are one and done, or if we miss the playoffs this year altogether, this is pretty much Mike Tomlin's ticket out of Pittsburgh. And I don't think that we tank, because let's be real, Steelers Nation, tanking is not in our blood. That's not what the organization does. But sometimes, especially with the way that the game is played today, it could be a long year. We could be in for a long season. But, I mean, as far as the signing, I mean, I don't love it. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of it, but I'm like, okay, we'll just see what the old man's got left in the tank. But anyway, how you guys feel about it?